So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
This guy Roberto Carlos really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Buffon punts it upfield. And it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that has not gone well. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. He's had it taken off him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe powering forward here. Roberto Carlos. That's the throw. And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found the way through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making it.
He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. Now he's got space here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Figo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Hangs one in, he's rising! He's done very well to get to that.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Nigeria have their second corner now. Oh, great leap! Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Can he get it through? Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Handling in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Turns back here, probably the best option.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Figo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Ibrahimovic. Nice defending, it's got the job done.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. Nagatomo. Vieira. Thuram. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Ball played for Rijkaard. And he's quick to return it. Played back. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's having a pop! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Figo. And it's Vieira. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So, no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Nigeria just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Nigeria can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Rijkaard. Nagatomo. Ibrahimovic. And it's Nagatomo. Thuram. Good ball, good take. Real chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's Neymar.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And he cuts out the supply. Figo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Figo. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Neymar. Now Mbappe. Now it's Lampard. Lampard. Good, strong midfield running here. Lampard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nagatomo. Vieira. Couldn't squeeze it through. Neymar. No way through there. Rijkaard. That's Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. And it's Nagatomo. Nagatomo. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
He's gone for goal! Yaya Toure. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Nagatomo. Nagatomo. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, that was vital. Neymar.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Rijkaard. He's having a hit! Off the post! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos getting forward. And here's Neymar. Oh, well played, well played. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Neymar. Atletico Paranaense have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Neymar! What about that one? A finish right from the top draw. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
The goal scorer for Atletico Paranaense.
Atletico Paranaense cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Thuram. Nagatomo. The final 5 minutes. Thuram. Lovely feet. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Nigeria really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's hit the post! And he stuck it away!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Baresi. Here's Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And here's Bale. Lampard is looking wide. Thuram. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
And now, I'd just
Thoughts
like
on what
to
we've
read
just
out our
seen?
fan
Well, Peter,
members who
this
are
was
celebrating their
probably more
birthdays today.
slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Nigeria.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto...
Oh, good try! He scored! The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nagatomo providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared away.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bigo plays it short, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Nagatomo. Looking for options for movement. He's onside. And this is Ibrahimovic. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Thuram. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Oh, well played, well played. Seedorf gets on his bike and on the move. Nigeria have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now it's Hazard. Varane was in no mood for any of that. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hazard wants to run onto this. Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Gattuso cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. Gullit. Buffon claims comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's picked it up out wide. Nagatomo just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Agbadou aimed beyond the defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Searching pass he's played there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Roberto Carlos. It'll be a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Saliba, always a very imposing presence at the back. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Ibrahimovic. And it's made its way to him. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Thuram.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Gattuso. And it's Rijkaard. Distributed tidily. Azar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's been played through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And a chance! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Abiati claims it, safe hands. Hazard might just make this. Now it's Thuram. He's found a way through.
There
Figo.
will be 1 minute added time.
He's seen through all of that. Roberto Carlos. Hazard. Looking for the run. Hazard looking to receive it in space. He is through here. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Nigeria really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Nigeria are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So, into the second half. Nigeria leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Now it's Hazard. Hazard! Too close for comfort. Some resolute defending there. Milan have it back and can go again. Rijkaard. Figo. Figo makes a move down the right. Rafael Varane. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Threads one in. Saliba. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Figo. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it into space. Thuram is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Vieira. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. That has not gone well. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Nigeria leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And here's Ibrahimovic. Odo. Hazard. And that was asking for too much.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Could be danger here. Vieira conjures time and space where few can.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Nigeria are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Now it's Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nagatomo. That's Vieira. Rafael Varane. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well timed, excellent interception. Figo. Chance to... Gets his head on it! Oh, it's come off the upright. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 23, Thuram. Coming on the field, number 18.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution.
Vieira. Now he's off and running. And he cuts out the supply. No, that's been intercepted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one, and will...
Oh, that's ambitious. And that will sail harmlessly past.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in, and that is expertly dealt with. Vieira.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Bullet. 5 minutes left on the clock. That has been cut short. Van Dijk. I think we're just about done here. And here's Bale. Pinches it off him.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Not the most accurate. Oh, he's been caught on it. Chance for a shot! And that's in. We thought they were done, but never say never. That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 17, Figo.
Time for a change in personnel.
field
Best
is
coming on to a
number
rapturous
19,
reception.
George
It is the
Best.
moment. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Ibrahimovic voted man of the match and deservedly
Please join
so.
me in wishing all the best for members
And after
of
all
our
of that,
fan
Jim,
club
what are you
celebrating
thinking?
their wedding
Yeah, this looked the
anniversary
most
today.
likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Well, there is a look that says it all. Thuram! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable.
And Messi! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And here's Dembele. Out towards the flank. Great ball, and he's in here. Caresses it through. And it's been given away. Figo. Not a bad start to the game. A chance at either end already. Nicely weighted ball. Lahm cuts out the pass. It's their second corner of the game. Desailly can get it clear. Spread it left. Figo crosses. Cleared away. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That is good alertness. And he cuts out the supply. No goals as yet. Looking for a runner. He's got away. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Bullet. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mateus. Ibrahimovic going after that. Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. And here's Thuram. Mateus. Well, that looks a decent ball. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He came in hard, very hard. Oh, what a ball! And this is Figo. Oh, great leap! He scored! And Nigeria are ahead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Nigeria are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pepe. Nigeria looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Nigeria leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. In towards the back stick. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the ball's come loose here. Roberto Carlos! Nagatomo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The final seconds now. Lam. Messi. And this is Messi. And Messi! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Roberto Carlos. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that.
Hello,
and still very much in this game.
Now, we would like to ask you all
Nigeria can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Nigeria leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Oh, good take in a good area. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bergovi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Saliba. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spread out to the left. Nagatomo delivers. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Figo. Yeah, conjures time and space where few can. Rijkaard. And it's Nagatomo. He's in a great position here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hullet. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nigeria are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Nagatomo. And it's been played through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And that's been won straight back. Now this could be a chance. Mateus. Opts for safety. Some good work on the right flank here. And he was quick to react. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lam.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He has found the way through. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Vieira. And he's forced to go back. Bergomi, the man synonymous with solidity. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Nigeria surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's managed to get free.
That's going in strongly.
And the shot! And that's a good finish. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 27.
The two coaches
Number
are
17,
signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the
Things
field,
starting to look very
number
comfortable.
18,
Well, I think it's just the reward for their
Number
application.
19,
They've played with
George
great
Best.
courage to try and kill this off,
Substitutions taking
and
place.
for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. And this is Hullet. Nagatomo is in a really good position out wide. Desai with the clearance. And it's Vieira. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Nigeria can consider themselves just about safe now. Hullet. Showing great and Hullet! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Defending of the desperate variety. 5 minutes left on the clock. Lahm. Shoots! And that's a tidy finish. And what a climax we have here! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Indicated.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Varane kept his eye on it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Nigeria pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award. And Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise
Nigeria
is fervent,
against
the
Victoria.
atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Well, nicely intercepted, and he was quick to react. Saka. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Hullet. Bout of passing here, really easy on the... Haaland! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting...
And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Saliba. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So there's
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard. And he's had it nicked away. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Nigeria, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide. Saka. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckenbauer. And here's Haaland. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Figo. And it's Vieira. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Messi makes a dash for it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Edmilson. Figo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Haaland. Bellingham. Varane with the slide tackle there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now the ball's gone astray. Hullet. Strokes it back. Passing nice and neat. It's Thuram. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That's good vision. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thuram. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Haaland. And it's Gullit. Messi. Edmilson. Now, can they get him away? Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Thuram. And it's been played through. Ibrahimovic. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bellingham. That has been slung wide. He has a look up. Saka in by... Oh, good climb! And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Looking to play him in. Now that looks a decent ball. Backward it goes. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Messi. He's rising! Oh, he's hit the bar! Boom, header just off target.
That's a really decent chance. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer looking for options for movement. Oh, super ball! Figo. Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. Saliba. Rijkaard. Messi. Messi! Brilliant save from Buffon! It's a pretty loose pass. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Heading backwards. And here's Saka.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Victoria have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Pass somewhat off target. Nagatomo looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Figo. Vieira. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Bellingham. Good take, and is he in? Figo. That has not gone well. Saka. Lovely bit of skill. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Gullit. Some really good ball movement. Knocks it into space. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Gullit. Messi. Now the delivery. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Back to the keeper it goes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rafael Varane. Figo ventures forward.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 27.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Coming on the field, number 20, Yan Kola. Number 3, Maldini.
Always going over the top.
Carlos will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Nice looking ball. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Figo, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Gerrard. Kola. 5 minutes left on the clock.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Nedved. Beckenbauer. Great ball, and he's in here. Spread it left. And Pepe. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Forced to go back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is
Nigeria
fervent, the
against
atmosphere
Victoria.
frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Stood up well to him there. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I'd personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Saka in acres of space out wide. There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Haaland. Saliba. Ronaldo is herring after that one. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Rijkaard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Referee has just said play on.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Bellingham.
That's going in strongly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Strokes it back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
Beckenbauer. Passing nice and neat.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nigeria are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, it's played into the... Getting up there! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. 30 minutes gone. Gullit. Now, this could be a chance. Real chance! And that's a tidy finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Haaland. Gullit. And he's gone searching crossfield. He's on it, can he get away? And Nigeria can counter now. Looking for options for movement. Thuram gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram. Oh, that's a fine interception. Out towards the flank.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a goal kick. Bellingham, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Saka, can he finish? Now, who's going to... Oh, what? In he goes again! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitutions taking place.
And so we're off again. That's a little off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! And he can clear it away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Incoming delivery. Varane can get it clear. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Aviati claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Thuram. Ibrahimovic! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Beckenbauer. Haaland. And it's Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, can he get onto this? Saka. Ambitious ball here. That is good alertness. Nagatomo looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Bellingham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Forwards and with intent. Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Probing pass. Can he latch on to this?
Substitution in progress.
Ronaldo going after that. Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. No, he's not getting past him there. And he's intervened well there. Looking for the run. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's come to nothing. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Nedved. Nedved making good progress. Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. Nedved running with the ball. Edmilson, nicely spread. Bellingham. Cantona. Yamal gets his head on it!
Vitoria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Kola coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Nigeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Cantona. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Nice interception, well timed. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now then, and the finish! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
2 added minutes has
And
been
here's
indicated.
Yamal. He's had a shot! Oh, nice touch. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Nigeria played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling
With the
utterly
blue
deflated.
car parked outside the stadium gate.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then,
As it is
Jim?
about to be
Well, in
turned
all
away.
honesty,
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, he's goal side. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Šeško, oh, he's bustling through here. And he's been shifted off it, and it's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Saliba can get it clear. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nagatomo. In comes the corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Rijkaard. He'll try from distance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Played out towards the right wing. Driving forward. So we're still where we started right now. Look at the space here. They're urging a decent chance! Goal! And Nigeria are ahead. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Nigeria have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Makelele powering forward here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Roberto Carlos. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nagatomo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nagatomo. Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Oh, can he get onto this? Just eases him off the ball. And it's Figo. 30 minutes gone. And there's the shot! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Nagatomo gathers from the goal kick. Succumbs to the pressure. Threads one in. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Thuram over to the right flank. And here's Figo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ball's gone out of play. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nagatomo, here comes the... He's rising! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Nigeria are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Corner number 2 then. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Nigeria have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Owen! And he stuck it away! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And here's Thuram. Thuram! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Figo. Not the most convincing of passes. And that brings the first half to a close. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Nigeria are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Substitutions taking place.
So, into the second half. Figo running with the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. Best, and he shoots! Oh, good finish! Barcelona are back in business! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 3.
Nigeria
Maldini.
can now introduce
Coming
the
on
first
to
of their
replace him
substitutes.
is Number
Well,
8.
what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's burst through!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Nagatomo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Best, and he's found a way past. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nigeria perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Ibrahimovic. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Trying it! And that is doing no harm at all.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 27.
Nigeria are making a change now.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. And he welcomes it in. Nagatomo. Nigeria will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Pele. There's a sharp little ball here. That's a good ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Rijkaard. Nagatomo receives it in a good position here. Oh, and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pato did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Collier. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Pirlo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The final 5 minutes. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
This is it then, now or never. Heading backwards. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. He might be in here. Messi, plenty to aim at here.
There will be 3
Oh, well
minutes
played.
added time.
Rijkaard. Nigeria are looking to break at pace. Nagatomo providing an outlet on that flank. Messi. Pirlo. And this is Pele. Figo. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
On public transportation today,
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Nigeria can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.